Imagine you're suddenly face to face with someone whose voice is rising, whose body language shouts anger, and you feel your chest tighten, your hands get clammy, maybe your mind races. What do you do? What if, in the middle of conflict, you could instantly access the right verbal tricks to diffuse tension, protect yourself, and even turn that aggressive energy into your own superpower? Today, I'm sharing street smart, psychology backed verbal hacks that will flip the script on any aggressor. Welcome to Turn the Tables, verbal hacks to outsmart aggressors. If mastering self protection, assertiveness, and psychological skill gets you pumped, make sure you're subscribed to the Growth Mindset Project. Hit the bell so you never miss our next drop on unlocking your potential and powering up your communication toolbox. Let's get into it. Picture a heated confrontation, an argument with a coworker, a shouting match with a stranger on the road, or maybe even a family spat that sends your stress levels skyrocketing. In those moments, your heart hammers, your body goes rigid, your breathing becomes sharp and shallow. You're not losing your cool for no reason. Your nervous system is flipping into survival mode, and it's picking fight, flight, or freeze for you, faster than you can think. Maybe you snap and yell, or you run for cover, or you clam up and go totally blank. Aggressive energy lights up old primal instincts, but here's the reality. You still get to choose how to respond. And stacking your arsenal with the right verbal tricks is the first step to taking the upper hand. Here's where a powerful mindset shift starts. Most of the world reacts to aggression with more aggression or desperate attempts to flee, freeze up, or avoid conflict. But when you have the tools I'm about to share, you'll see these confrontations not just as battlefields, but as classrooms for your growth and resilience. To start, you've got to see yourself in the moment from a new perspective. Step outside the jar so you can actually read the label, see what's going on, and gain clarity. The first key? Remember, what's happening inside you is just as important, maybe more important, than what's happening outside. Your reaction isn't just based on the confrontation in front of you. It's colored by your entire past. Maybe growing up, you learned to freeze when someone shouted, or to shout louder to protect yourself. Every word, every reaction now runs on those old, hardwired scripts. If your childhood taught you confrontation meant danger, your body feels that danger now, no matter how small today's incident. The truth is, your body doesn't always know the difference between then and now. And guess what? That super aggressive person in front of you, they're not just an intimidating adult. Underneath, they're often an unhealed child acting out an old script, possibly desperate for attention or repeating patterns from their own past. When you recognize this, you'll feel less triggered by the need to fight fire with fire. Instead, you'll start looking at the situation with the curiosity of a scientist, not the defensiveness of a fighter. Now, if you're getting value from this already, drop a like and comment below. What's your go-to move when you're caught in an argument? I love hearing your strategies and battle stories. So what are these verbal tricks and psychological hacks that actually work in real time? Let's break them down. First, you need to ground yourself. Before you say a single word, start with your breath. No matter how wild the energy in the room, the slowest breathing person unconsciously controls the conversation. Inhale for 4 seconds through your nose. Exhale for 6 seconds through your mouth. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your feet rooted. Take 1 minute to let your body recalibrate. Resist the urge to fill the silence. That silence is your secret weapon. Next, mentally label what's happening inside you, in your head, not out loud. I'm triggered. My heart's pounding. I want to run. This switch pulls you out of reactive autopilot and back into conscious response. You're now in the driver's seat, not just along for the ride. When you're ready to speak, your words have power. Here's the magic of verbal tricks. Well-placed, calmly delivered phrases can short-circuit aggression and put you in charge of the emotional momentum. Here are some scripts you can try. When voices escalate, let's pause. I want to have this conversation when we're both calm. When you need to protect your space. I hear you, but I need a moment before I answer. When someone's getting personal. I'm not willing to continue if we're going to attack each other. when you need to disengage. I'm stepping away for now. We can talk when things feel safer to me. The key: keep your tone neutral, steady, and unshaken. The more they try to pull you into their storm, the more you anchor in your calm. Aggressors thrive on emotional escalation. So when you don't join their dance, it throws them off balance. Your calmness is not just for you, it's contagious, and it often forces the other person to confront their own behavior in that uncomfortable mirror of silence. Let's go even deeper. Pausing, naming your inner state, and speaking boundaries aren't just nice communication tricks. They are psychological reset buttons. That pause right after you ground yourself interrupts the emotional chain reaction, both for you and the aggressor. It gives you access to clarity, self-control, and choice. Aggressors expect resistance or total collapse. Your calm, clear boundary is a wild card they can't play against. None of this means they'll always like your response. In fact, some might push even harder when you hold firm. But as you consistently use these verbal tricks, you're teaching others how you require to be treated. A boundary isn't a wall, it's a signal. Midway check-in. If you're absorbing these verbal tools, hit that like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts or toughest scenario in the comments. Your interaction helps us grow and reach more people hungry for growth. Ready to keep going? There's another layer to these verbal tricks, and it's about using your newfound awareness as a mirror, not for judgment, but for self-understanding. Every aggressive encounter, every heated argument, every urge to yell back or shut down, these aren't just annoying disruptions. They're invitations to see what's really happening in you. Did you lose your cool and shout? Instead of shame, get curious. What got activated in me? Where'd I learn this response? What does my body believe is happening right now? After every conflict, big or small, take a moment to pause and reflect. You're not trying to win or be perfect. You're collecting information. Every time you observe instead of react, you step into greater self-mastery. Let's recap the simple pattern. Pause. Name what's happening inside you. Regulate your breath and body. Choose the clearest, calmest boundary-setting words for the situation. Later, reflect on what triggered you and what you discovered about yourself. These steps, practiced over and over, will gradually retrain your nervous system to feel safer and more powerful, even in the heat of confrontation. Some quick-fire examples of these verbal tricks in action. When a co-worker's aggression rises, "I want to continue but not with this energy. Let's take 5 and come back." When a family member explodes, "I'm not okay with being yelled at. I'll rejoin the conversation when we can speak respectfully." In a tense negotiation, speak slower, breathe deeper, and let strategic pauses emphasize your steadiness. Remember, every aggressive person is often just a grown-up with unhealed wounds looking for attention in all the wrong ways. Your steadiness, your skill with these verbal tricks, turns you from their opponent into the unexpected teacher. If your adrenaline is pumping just thinking about trying this, good. That's your growth edge, and these moments are worth stepping into. Each trigger is a window for self-discovery, not just a challenge to beat. The battlefield of conflict, with the right strategies, transforms into your classroom for inner power. Keep empowering yourself with these verbal hacks. You're rewiring decades of patterns and unlocking next-level resilience. And if you want more deep dives on communication, self-mastery, and verbal sparring, check out the next video YouTube recommends for you here. Tap the bell so you never miss our next growth mindset project session. See you in the next one.